the bike is together. We started it. It actually sounds really good, but it is super hard to kick over.
Oh man, that's hard to kick.
We were able to kick it over and get it started, but it took a lot of effort. There is something with the automatic decompression that is not working correctly. My guess is that something has malfunctioned on the camshaft, the automatic decompression on the camshaft. If that is not the case, then perhaps something is going wrong with the Kickstarter. We're going to pull the gas tank off, and then we'll be right back into the top of that engine pretty quickly. Take a look and see what's going on. Super easy to get back into this. Bolt, seat comes off, bolt here for the tank, and then we'll disconnect the shrouds from, oh, I never put those in, so the fuel line to disconnect, and then the electrical for the fuel pump. And then we're back in. Okay, we are back in. We will take our spark plug cap out. Bolt number 1 out. Wiggling a few times and getting some cables out of the way. Mostly I wanted to get here to make sure our timing was correct. And it is pin mark there, pin mark there, pin mark there, pin mark there. And our decompression looks like it's moving. Right there, where I'm pointing, this little thing right here is designed at kickstarting low RPMs to push down and open up that valve and release some of the compression. Once the bike starts, it spins up out of the way. So as we move our compression release, we should see that thing move out of the way, which we do. Sometimes the camshaft can spin inside that gear wheel and you can lose time. But we're at top dead center and everything is right where we expect it to be. That looks really good, and our decompression release should have just barely gone past the valve, and it has. We can see it. Should have just released the compression to make it easier to kick. The first question that I had was, had our gear wheel rotated on the camshaft, which would mean that the decompression release is not opening the valve at the right time. That does not appear to be the case. The next step was perhaps the automatic decompression release is not opening the exhaust valve. And so I decided to check the exhaust valves and found that they were incredibly out of spec, that I suspect that there are no shims under those buckets. I did not put this together. I did not double check it, and I should have. The valve gap is so great that the automatic decompression release is not opening the valve, and we're not getting any decompression. Just to be sure, I checked the intake valves as well. This intake valve is in spec. This one is double what it should be. The valve gap is double what it should be, and we are going to have to reshim. Step 1, remove our cam timing tensioner. Oh boy, some He-Man put that on. There we go. This is a little bit of a bummer that we have to get back in here and do this, but honestly, of all the things that could have gone wrong, this is probably the easiest. We will probably leak a tad bit of oil, so I'm gonna just stick that underneath there. Pull that out. There's lots of oil on it, which is great news because we just started this thing and ran it for about 30 seconds. And to see oil all throughout the engine is a good sign. After doing that, we have slack in our cam chain. These bungee cords, I like to use them for this. Hook it on that cam chain, and then I'll just hook it up somewhere on the handlebars just to make sure that I don't drop this guy down in there and have to spend a half an hour with a magnet trying to fish that out of there. This is our automatic decompression release. It's responding back the way it should, so that's good. It's not binding or getting stuck at all. And this is what opens the valve to release compression when at kick-starting speeds. Once it starts and this actually starts to spin, that will rotate out of the way, and you can see it's flush and it won't affect the valve anymore. There it goes. Okay, we'll grab our buckets out. I like to use a magnet because usually the shim will stick with it. This one's good. Get our exhaust. And there is a shim in there, but it is a long way off. Same thing here in the exhaust. There is a shim, but a long way from where we need it to be. Okay, I am going to spare you several hours of calculations and frustrations and just tell you what happened here. The exhaust valve clearances were so far out of spec that I didn't have a feeler gauge that could measure them. So I just had to test a couple shim thicknesses until we got to a point that we had a gap that I could measure and calculate from. It took me 2 or 3 tries, finally got it, and now we have exhaust valves in spec. We've done the math. 1 step thicker on the shim on this side, and we'll put our bucket back on. And this side is going to stay the way it was because the clearance was good. We'll put this bucket back in. Okay, so our intakes are good. Put some bolts in there. Okay, now that we've got that torqued back, we are going to check. So intake is good. And after several tries of shimming and measuring on the exhaust is good. We have put this guy back together. Put the plastics back on, put the seat back on. Moment of truth. Let me find my enrichener here. There it is. Before, we would get stuck and we wouldn't be able to kick it through.
Oh man, that's hard to kick.
And now our compression release is working and we're able to kick it through without too much difficulty. That wasn't too bad. 4 or 5 kicks. Looks like we can take that circuit off. That sounds pretty good. Okay, it does not want to idle yet. That's a problem for another day. It's late. We got the compression release fixed, and now the thing starts. So we'll figure out why our idle's a little bit low. Thanks for joining us on this project. Make sure you come back and watch the rest so you can see just exactly how far over budget we can go on this bike.